Now, in this third episode of 1883 titled River, we start off by seeing the immigrants as they travel to the west, guided by Shay and Thomas. Now, in the course of the opening, maybe I want to say first 2-3 minutes of the opening episode, there are 4 people that die that are the immigrant characters. It's very interesting, and they don't know how to adapt to the wilderness, the world. That's why Shay and Thomas are helping them go across to the west. Now, the big interesting thing about this episode, it was really, really interesting. Very well written with dialogue, especially for Sam Elliott's character of Shay. He is a tough as nails, in your face son of a bitch that absolutely is amazing in this episode. He doesn't hold back at all. He tells the immigrants how it is out there, and he just takes matters into his own hands. They don't understand what America is yet. They don't understand how to survive over long trips, and Shay does. And basically, his character comes in contact with a gypsy woman who's on this journey along to the west. She keeps forcing himself on. This is the second woman that has forced themselves onto the character of Shay in this series, and it's only the third episode. So it's interesting because you can tell that he's one of those guys that knows what he's doing, but he doesn't want a wife. He doesn't want a family. He's already had that, and he saw what happened to them, and he's still grieving from that loss. So over the course of this episode, the gypsy woman, tells Shay that her, belongings and goods and food were stolen by other immigrants. And, he just goes after these guys and just beats the shit out of them with the butt of his gun and, kicks the shit out of them. And it's really interesting. And he tells them, if I see you again, I'll kill you. So it's really tough as nails episode. And the underlining factor of this episode is that the character that Tim McGraw plays of James Dutton, John Dutton's great-grandfather, is really interesting. Basically, he is not in it as much, but he has a confrontation between Shay and Thomas, telling them that he's going to go west and he's not there to help them in any way. He's just there for himself, but he's there to do certain things. So, this whole aspect of the reason it's called River, this episode, is because they have to cross this river in order to get to the west. And it's hard because, it's deep, they don't know what to do. But the other thing is that this episode really shows who Shay Brennan is. Now, the other thing, like I said, is Tim McGraw's character of James Dutton. He shows his son, John Dutton Sr., the father to John Dutton that Kevin Costner plays in Yellowstone. He shows him how to hunt and kill a deer and, he make him become a man. All the while, his wife and his daughter go help with the herd that is out and about and scavenging, and they bring them back. And then Elsa flirts with the cowboy that she likes, and the cowboy likes her. It's a really easy, simple episode to understand. But then we see the whole aspect of Sam Elliott's character of Shay Brennan being that main focal point in this first season. You could say that even though this is a show for, it's 1883, the spin-off and the prequel to Yellowstone, and it's supposed to be about the Dutton family and how the Dutton ranch, the Yellowstone ranch, was established, it's nothing like that at all. This episode and this season is really focused on Sam Elliott's character, and I absolutely love it because he is a phenomenal actor. And the acting range that he has in this episode is phenomenal. You could say he is in this episode for about 40 minutes to 35 to 40 minutes, and the episode is only 45 minutes long. So he's in it for every single scene. But it's really good, like I said. I really enjoy this show so far. And it's only 3 episodes in, so I'm curious to see how everything plays out. I love the aspect of seeing the Old West. I love everything about it. And I'm hoping that, with each episode it gets different and different and they face more obstacles because it's the wilderness. You're going out west. The Oregon Trail and everything like that. You know how difficult it was. You know the history of everything and how the West was made or how the West was won. But, like I said, the character of Shay Brennan is really good. And it's really such a dynamic role that Sam Elliott is playing, and the character is really Interesting. I won't be surprised if we get a backstory to the character, how everything is. He did mention that he fought in a war, and he's not afraid of killing anybody because nobody else matters to him. The only thing that mattered to him was his family, and nobody else does right now. Men don't matter to him. Nobody matters to him. He just wants to do his job and get people to safety. That's it. If he kills someone, he's done it so many times that he really doesn't care. And the character of Thomas is really good too. He's more so the right hand to Shay, but he is his equal. I feel like Thomas actually calms down Shay once in a while, and it's really, really good. And I do want to see more of the character of that Tim McGraw plays of James Dutton, so I want to see that build up in over the next few episodes as well. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 3 of 1883 titled River. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? And where do you see this season going on from here? And who is your favorite character of this show so far? Let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked. And I'll see you guys in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week to my episode 4 review of 1883.